Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I discuss all things fashion, style, and beauty. So if that's something that you're into, please hit the subscribe button down below. Now today I'm going to be going over summer dresses for Gamines, and we're going to go virtual shopping together at Lulu's. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around. And as always, if you guys are in need of any additional inspiration or information, I will have links and resources down in my description box. Okay, with that said, let's get straight into the video. Okay, so today we're going to be going over Gamines, soft Gamines, and flamboyant Gamines. So let's start off with Gamines. We're going to want to look out for garments that offer some tailoring as well as sharp edges and crisp small details. So let's take a look at what I found. So first off here we have the Love You for Eternity yellow lace shift dress. Now shift dresses, they're not overly shaped, so they don't overly hug the body, which can work well for a Gamine if you really want to go for that 1920s silhouette, which Gamines can really pull off really well. But the things that really stood out to me here with this dress is, first off, we have this animated crisp detail which looks so good on Gamines. So it's this kind of, it's a geometric pattern here as kind of like a lace overlay for the dress, which I really love. I think that since this is all kind of like a monochromatic look, adding in crisp details like that is going to bring in the amount of interest that we want for Gamines. We also have a nice crisp neckline as well as the tailoring overall of the dress, and we kept it short, which that short hemline is going to look really good on Gamines. So overall, we're kind of keeping with the 1920s silhouette with the shift dress, and then we have the crisp detail in these geometric patterns here. So I really love this. Next up here we have the Mila Ivory button front mini dress. Now this mini dress really stuck out to me for a few different reasons. First off, we have great tailoring, very crisp garment overall here. We also have really great crisp tailoring at the neckline. We're keeping it really sharp here. And these square necklines, in my opinion, look really great on Gamines because it really plays up the angularity of their bone structure. So their frame is able to kind of carry something like that really well, and it also helps kind of like frame the face of the Gamine that also offers a little bit more of that angularity in the bone structure. I also really like the asymmetric hemline here. So it's sharp, but it's still asymmetric, because sometimes when we see asymmetric hemlines, they're a little more flowy. We might see like a high-low kind of midi skirt or dress going on. So I love that. And then this slight asymmetric line that comes down, so that way your eye is drawn to that asymmetric hemline. I love it. And overall, I mean, especially the way that it fits on this particular model, this seems to be very crisp. It offers itself as being a very sharp kind of garment. We're also keeping things nice and slim. That is another thing that we want to look out for, is kind of keeping a nice slim silhouette, because Gamines are going to have just a little bit more of like a slim frame. So overall, I think that this is a really great summer dress, especially with the white color. I really also think that the buttons add a little bit of that animation, especially since we are going for like this monochromatic garment here. To bring in a little bit of interest, I think the buttons do that, especially with the button loops here. So we can stay simple as a Gamine, and I think that this is a perfect way of showing how to do that. So I think this is a really easy breezy summer dress for Gamines out there. Okay, and next up here we have the Aberdeen sage green ribbed strappy sheath dress. And again with the square neckline, I just think that it really sits on the frame of a Gamine really well. But also we have the sheath dress, which is similar to a shift dress. It offers just a little bit more room, but I think in the construction of this overall, we are sticking again with that 1920s kind of silhouette. And also, for being such a kind of more relaxed fabric, kind of this what looks to be kind of like a ribbed jersey knit, it still offers itself to have some construction. So I think this is a clear example that not everything has to come across as like overly stiff, but the garment itself, it has construction. It doesn't have that flow. That's something that we're looking to avoid in dresses for gamines. So I really liked this, and I think that this is definitely casual, something easy for you all to slip into. Okay, next up is soft gamines. Now, soft gamines are gamine with that yin undercurrent, so we want to soften things up a little bit. We can do that by adding in some ruffles, we can add in some shearing, we can add in a little bit of drape and flow. We still want to keep things crisp and animated overall, and then we also want to add in that waist shaping. So let's take a look at what I have for soft gamines. First up is this London Royal Blue lace bodycon dress. Now this hits quite a few marks, I think, for soft gamines. First off, we have this nice high crisp neckline. Beautiful. It's going to frame the face of a soft gamine so beautifully every time. Then in the actual fabric of the dress here is so much animated detail. So you can see that it draws in a lot of interest. Even though we're like monochromatic here, just through the use of this particular fabric, you can see that it adds in a little bit of that visual interest that we're looking for in the gamine family, and specifically for soft gamines. And then even though this is all monochromatic, we also have a little bit of that staccato working for us because of how they put the garment together. So we have a lot of visual interest going on in this garment, even though it's monochromatic, all one look all the way down. And then we have the nice shaping at the waist, of course. So the way that this hugs this particular model is, I think that this would be a really stunning dress on a soft gamine. Okay, next up here, we're looking at the floral dressed up dark green floral print midi dress. Now keep in mind, even though we're looking for precision tailoring, it doesn't mean that everything has to hug the body perfectly. We can have a little bit of ruching, we can have a little bit of drape and flow, as long as we're still bringing in other elements of soft gamine. So this dress is an example of that. Here we have, again, the nice high crisp neckline that's going to frame the face of the soft gamine beautifully. If, for example, if this dress was a deep V and more of like a wrap dress, I wouldn't really suggest it. It wouldn't be hitting enough of the marks, but the high neckline really keeps us there. Also, this dress does offer some sharp shoulder definition because of how it was constructed, even though it's a lighter, more flowy material. So that's something that soft gamines can also work with in softer garments like this. And the shearing on the skirt portion really helps bring through that yin undercurrent. So that is something that a soft gamine can play around with. Okay, next up here we have the Sweet Beginnings yellow floral print mini dress. What I really liked about this mini dress for soft gamines is the crisp tailoring up top. So again, we're kind of playing around with like this square neckline, which can look really good on soft gamines. Then we have nice tailoring down to the waist, and then from there we have this really pretty A-line that comes out. Now I'm a soft gamine and I actually really love the way that A-lines look on me, A-line skirts or dresses that offer a nice stiff A-line. I really enjoy that. So I wanted to feature this because I do feel like it hits a lot of the marks for soft gamine. And then the print itself is pretty animated, even though it's a little bigger. I think that it still is kind of whimsical and you can have fun with it, especially with the addition of some fun earrings and a shoe. I really think that this dress can bring through a head to toe soft gamine look. Okay, next up we have flamboyant gamines. Now for flamboyant gamines, we're going to want to keep things sculpted, narrow, short, and we also want to add in a little bit of that asymmetric detail. So let's take a look at what I have here. Okay, this dress. So this is the Multitask Queen Ivory and Blueprint Shift dress. So a few things about this dress. First off, let's talk about the print and how it creates this illusion of a dropped waist, which looks so good on flamboyant gamines. So we have the stripes that meet right at the kind of the hip bone, a little bit lower hip depending on how tall or short you are. And then we have this nice horizontal light blue stripe that goes down, and then we go into this really cool geometric pattern, which looks really stunning on flamboyant gamines. So overall, like, the print really helps bring this home as a flamboyant gamine. It has so much interest, it has so much like edginess and geometric pattern to it. I absolutely love it. And even though it's within kind of like this color scheme of blue, because of the print and how it was put together, it's broken up and it's contrasting. So this is the type of garment that you wouldn't have to just use as a base. You certainly could, and then you can throw more on top, because like more is more when it comes to Flamboyant Gamine. But this could definitely stand on its own. This is just like walk out of the house and you're gonna look very, very gorgeous within your own lines and shape. So I absolutely love this. I actually really love too the silhouette that's created here, which is kind of that narrow 1920s kind of silhouette that Flamboyant Gamines can also pull off. So everything about this dress, I was like, this is so Flamboyant Gamine. And I really, really think too, with the use of some accessories and a good heavy shoe here, you're really gonna pull home that Flamboyant Gamine head to toe look. So love, love, love this. Okay, next up here we have the Cape Cove orange multi-striped asymmetrical dress. Now this dress is going to, I think, show off the shape of a Flamboyant Gamine, which is something that we do want to do. Not everything has to be this 1920s narrow silhouette. We can also show off the shape. So things that kind of cling to the body work well for Flamboyant Gamines as well. So up top here we have, I think, good, nice, crisp tailoring. We also have a lot of visual interest, even though we're using just one fabric here, one pattern. The way that they put it together kind of breaks it up and creates enough of an interest that I think it would work well enough on a Flamboyant Gamine. It wouldn't look overly boring. And then we have this great asymmetrical hemline, which looks so fantastic on Flamboyant Gamines because of their kind of angular structure. So this is just a really great, easy breezy dress to use. I think it's like a base item. I would probably layer something on top of it, especially if you're going out in the evening, like maybe a cool leather jacket or something like that. But overall, I think that this would be a really good base piece to have as a Flamboyant Gamine, just because we do have enough interest here. Okay, last up here we have the Feel the Rhythm blue striped ribbed bodycon dress. Now I picked this out because per Kibbe's Metamorphosis book, he did say that ribbed knit dresses that sculpt the body are going to look really great on Flamboyant Gamines. And I really, really liked that. The only thing is that sometimes with these kind of bodycon ribbed knit dresses, they're usually plain. They're just one color, which is just not enough for Flamboyant Gamine. Of course, you could always buy the monochromatic dress and then zhuzh it up by layering on, but I wanted to try to find something that offered a little more interest just in the garment itself, so that way you could just slip out of the house in it. So here we have it, and I think that the stripes really add that visual interest, and especially with the orange stripe here that we see in the print of the fabric, I love how it kind of breaks things up, and it also adds in like that contrasting visual interest that we really do want to bring through in Flamboyant Gamine. So overall, this is a great summertime dress, and this is even a dress that you could bring into early fall, especially with the addition of some sort of cropped jacket. Okay, that is it. That is all that I have for today's video. I hope that you found this helpful, and if you like this video, if you like content like this, be sure to give this a big thumbs up. And as always, if you guys want to start any sort of conversation, have any questions whatsoever, meet me down in the comments down below, and I will see you at the next video. Bye!